Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
A popular downtown bar on Fremont Street is closing temporarily. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your top stories, after a missing teen's death in Henderson, the teen's father says this could have been easily avoided. Documents shared with the Las Vegas Review-Journal say 17-year-old Jenalea Hinn's stepfather, Corey Swanson, believed she had taken his handgun before her disappearance. Jenalea left her home on December 30th after a family dispute over a relationship with her boyfriend. Hinn's father alleged that the Swansons had improperly stored firearms in the home and should have secured their guns better. The Clark County Coroner's Office said Jenalea Hinn's death was a suicide with a firearm. If you're thinking about suicide or worried about a friend or loved one, help is available 24/7 by calling or texting 988. A Clark County GOP is facing stalking charges in the Las Vegas Justice Court. This is according to court documents. Jesse Law was charged with misdemeanor a few months ago. A criminal complaint alleges Law placed a tracking device on a woman's car between March 21st and April of last year. In court on Wednesday, parties agreed to allow more time for discovery. Law's next hearing is scheduled for January 22nd. Townhome owners at Somerset Park Complex still don't know how long they have to pay back $8,000 for emergency repairs done by the city of Henderson. The city council is considering a proposal of 8 installments spread across 2 years. Henderson officials say accounts of homeowners that aren't fully repaired by March of 2027 would be transferred to Clark County Treasurer's office. Now this would begin collection efforts that could accrue interest. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Gusty winds will redevelop today and should become lighter by tomorrow, Friday. We'll be seeing 50s by 9 a.m. this morning with a high around 62 degrees and sunny skies. Temperatures will dip into the 50s by Friday. We're also seeing 62 degrees Saturday and mid-50s Sunday into the start of next week. We'll be seeing mostly sunny skies and cold overnight lows in the 30s. In business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. The soon-to-be largest standalone retail destination on the Strip has some new tenants. Lululemon, Abercrombie & Fitch, JD Sports, and Pandora have signed leases at the Boulevard, the Strip's new 400,000 square foot retail, dining, and entertainment center. It's located across the street from MGM Grand, and construction on the complex has finished. It's expected to open to the public early this year, although no dates have been set. And King's Bar inside Four Queens Hotel and Casino will be closed for the next several weeks because of the ongoing North Tower renovations taking place at the property. Crews need access to some of the building's plumbing lines, which run over the casino floor and King's Bar. The general manager says the work is expected to last about 3 to 4 weeks. Workers at the site said the goal is to have the bar reopened in time for Super Bowl 59 on February 9th.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. UNLV beating Colorado State 70-61 Tuesday night in a tough tournament-style game against another opponent who is undefeated in the conference.
It had the intensity that, a tournament, a playoff, a postseason type game has, where you can feel that every possession matters and you want to make the right play and we want to control the game. And so, I think, from that standpoint, it had championship feel to it.
The Lady Rebels stay perfect in conference play with this win.
In health news, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. If your New Year's resolution was to go to the gym more, or maybe you've been going, but either way, there are some hygiene habits that you should be practicing. First, if you're sick, stay home. Health experts say it's best to let your body rest and recover when ill because pushing it to workout can make you feel worse. Also, be sure to wipe down your equipment. By doing so, you prevent yourself and others from spreading germs and sickness. Avoid touching your face and wash your hands. When you get home, change and wash your clothes and take a shower as soon as possible to keep from bringing those germs into your home. Keep your water bottle clean by using dish soap to keep microscopic bacteria from forming inside.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Australian Open begins this weekend and defending champion Yannick Sinner is the plus 165 favorite at Circus Sportsbook to win the men's singles title. Carlos Alcaraz is the second choice at plus 285, followed by 10-time champion Novak Djokovic at plus 480. On the women's side, two-time defending champion Aryna Sabalenka is the 2-1 favorite, with Coco Gauff next at 4-1. Iga Swiatek is 5-1, and Elena Rybakina is listed at 10-1. Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Raiders safety Isaiah Palomao could head into free agency in the offseason. He spoke on what he takes away from this season and how he hopes to improve.
First off, I need to start with just having my independent feet. Before this year, I was hopping around a lot, especially in the box a lot. You could tell I'm 2 feet off the ground is never good. You don't have no power, you have nothing. So, having my fundamentals down, changing direction, and, not crossover running, making sure that I'm able to, not heel clicking, just little details like that.
In your lifestyle news, the original location for Chinese restaurant China Mama has reopened after being closed for nearly 2 years. The restaurant's original location at South Jones Boulevard had been closed for more than 640 days following a kitchen fire caused by appliances left on back in March of 2023. Now the restaurant is back with a new look, but serving its traditional menu items like dumplings, noodles, and buns. Since May of 2023, China Mama has opened 5 other restaurants in the Las Vegas Valley. In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A local Donald Trump impersonator has termed out. John DiDomenico's inspired run as Trump on the Howard Stern show is finished. He says his portrayal of the U.S. president has faded away unannounced. DiDomenico premiered on the program in June of 2020. He says he's fine to shelve the act and happy not to be in character at 5 a.m. as Trump in his tiny home studio. It's still unknown if DiDomenico plans to still do appearances as Trump at other events and shows, as he says his focus is on his stand-up comedy outside of his impressions. That's been your 7 at 7 a.m. news update. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.